Hey everyone, it's Amy live here on this Wednesday night. It's hump day. We're gonna have a little bit of design time. And we're gonna be designing with a character that I certainly love and a theme that I'm crazy about. Y'all have seen me introduce this piece already on the previous live that we've done. Well, now we're gonna be designing with it, and I'm talking about Mr. Caterpillar. So cute. So we're gonna do a full-on Wonderland theme centerpiece. Now I'm gonna make this centerpiece something that I can put in my own home, but also something that if you design and sell to clients, customers, you could do this as well, and it'd be easy to ship. Now first off, let me tell you that this design right here was made by Tickys 3D Kingdom on Etsy. It's an Etsy shop, and my oh my, is this pretty phenomenal. Major love for this piece right here, and we're gonna be designing around it. So I don't want it to be a permanent fixture. So we're gonna design where we can put it on the centerpiece or take it off. Now y'all come on and say hello or a hi. It's so good to see y'all. It's been a while since I've been live. Last week I went and decorated for my nephew's wedding, and so last week was so busy traveling, and also got 2 new puppies. A lot happened last week, and I've been having lots of cuddle time with my 2 new little fur babies, Bella and Maple. But I thought, well, I'll take a little bit tonight and try to go live and do something fun with you guys. So let's go ahead and begin. We're gonna start out using this base. Now this is a charger like you would put on a table, and I love this. It's just a plank of wood. You could use any wood, but I do like that as Mr. Caterpillar is more of, he's outside and the natural elements. I really like that you can see the grain of the wood in here and the bark on the side. Now this came from Kirkland's, but again, it's a charger like you would use on your table to set your dishes on top of. If somebody could come on and say hello or a hi, that'd be great. Right now, I'm not sure if I can see any comments yet, but welcome everybody. If I'm not responding, it's because I don't see comments yet on here. But how are we gonna design this where it is gonna be an item that we could easily ship if we made it for a customer? All right, so this beautiful piece right here is gonna be sitting in the front of the charger. So what that means is we're gonna be designing along the back. So if you turn, hey Joe, aw, it's good to see you. We're gonna be designing on this portion of the charger. Now you could do this for any type of figurine that you have, that maybe you want something easy to ship to a customer or client, or maybe in your home, you want it versatile. Maybe you buy these big pieces like this and you may want to use it in a centerpiece at one time, but another time you may want to use it a different way. This is a great way to design with it, to have that versatility. Hey Vivian and Dixie and Janice, good to see you ladies on. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our styrofoam to the back, and I'm gonna come right up to that area right there, and we're just gonna glue some styrofoam in. What you wanna make sure when you are designing with a big piece like this, it can easily, we have plenty of room back here for the styrofoam and our flowers and all the fun things, butterflies and mushrooms and all the things we're gonna add back there. So let's go ahead and get this glued on. I just love a good Alice in Wonderland inspired design. Y'all know I have done Alice in my house, and honestly, I was contemplating doing it again and making it more of a permanent feature in my home since I am a big Disney lover. Hey, Danae from Beaumont, you're not too far from me. Hello, good evening. All right, so I just glued the styrofoam directly on. Now, this is a large piece that we're gonna be adding to the front, right? So we kind of wanna bring those florals up with some height and around. So my tallest floral, I believe, is gonna be this one right here. All of the florals that I use in this design are from my shop at BaBamWreaths.com. And right now, they're all 25% off. We used to have that big sale going on where things are either 25 to 40% off. But we're gonna use these blue poppies. And I want to leave them all together. I don't want to separate them, but I still need some more height because as you can tell, this is tall and this is a bit short. So what you're going to do is you're going to take some more blocks of styrofoam. We're going to add to it. We're going to see if this is going to be tall enough. I need it a little bit taller. So I'm going to take another block and we're going to cut it down to size. Now I buy my big old blocks of styrofoam from Hobby Lobby. You can get an enormous block for $15 and you can get a lot of projects out of it. Sorry for all the crunching noises. We are cutting the styrofoam. All right. Now we're going to go ahead, this one's taller, and we're going to add it on top of the base right here because when this gets put in here, that's more of the height that I want to go out and around. So in order to add, we can move this off. In order to add the styrofoam on top, we're going to get some of our wooden skewers. Again, these are Hobby Lobby. You can get these in the floral section at Hobby Lobby. Just some wooden dowels. And we're going to make them go all the way through the styrofoam into the bottom one. Ah, well, I did too much force with that one. I kind of broke that one. All right, that is what we're going to do, but I'm going to do it a little bit more carefully this time. All right, there we go. That's in. Now let's get one more, at least one more. And I'll be more gentle with it. There we go. Okay. Solid. That's completely in. Once you have your wooden skewers in, we're going to go ahead and trim them down now. I just used it to trim down, and now we've got our stack of styrofoam. Not very pretty, but it's okay. We're going to do some coverage with our florals. We got some moss. Okay. So I already know that I'm not gonna have anything on the front or back of the styrofoam. I'm not. I'm really gonna bring my florals up and around on the tops of the styrofoam. So I have this moss that we're gonna use. We're gonna stretch the stretchy moss around the back and the front of the styrofoam. So I'm gonna come around here and it just really hugs it all the way around. It's awesome to give that coverage. And then we're going to come and do our florals on the top. This actually makes it so easy to give some coverage in here. Trim this down a bit. And we're just spreading that moss very quickly to do some coverage, and we're going to stick some pins through it to hold it into place. So it's going to make it more prettier and appealing. Spread that moss around to do the coverage that you need so you're not seeing ugly styrofoam back there. All right, the next step, we're going to take some floral pins. These are also items you can pick up at Hobby Lobby in the floral section with some floral pins. And we're just going to poke these floral pins through here. Hope everybody's doing okay. Joe asked, where can I buy the stretchy moss? Well, Joe, would you like to know where I got my stretchy moss from? I'm sure you wouldn't believe it, guys, but this I took a chance. I saw it on a website and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna order it. I'm gonna see if it's any good. And honestly, it's great and it was so cheap. I ordered it from Temu, T-E-M-U, yeah, Temu for the stretchy moss. I bought several bags and had it come in and I'm like, this stuff is awesome. This stuff is great. So if you shop like Shein or Temu, the moss is from Temu. They probably have it on Shein too, but I got mine from Temu. Now I'm going in and just placing some floral pins all the way around to help hold in the moss. This moss is going to be a lifesaver. You know, I have the traditional moss like we use, the ones in bags that flake and they get everywhere. I'm not such a fan on that moss. So whenever I got this moss, I'm like, okay, this is the way to go. This is the direction I want to go with whenever I use moss. It doesn't make a mess. It's not going to flake off or fall off. And it looks great. So check your Temu out. I think it's, I don't know, it's under $3 a bag, which is pretty amazing. Hey Colette, good evening to you. All right, so we got some floral pins in there holding the moss into place. Now we're gonna start designing with our florals and mushrooms, okay? So guys, if you have just joined, we are designing a centerpiece. I'm gonna take you more down here so y'all can see more of the centerpiece that we're designing. We are designing with the caterpillar here, and he is gonna be going in the front. So we're gonna want to create a floral design that comes up from behind and around him. It's gonna be so precious. Okay. So, and this is something you can take and you can do in your own home, do it for your client. So easy peasy. I'm gonna take my first floral bushel and I'm just gonna go to the very top and add it in. Now we're gonna spray it out again more to the side. Just spray it out just like this to the side, easy. Now in the world of Wonderland, there is all types of blooms and flowers and colors. So we have a variety of flowers to work with. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start gluing this in, and we're gonna take a look at our other blooms. We got some more blue ones as well, but we also have we got some grass. We're gonna use some grass. Cynthia says, yes, I have been using that moss for a while now. I love it. Yay. Yes, I love it too. It's great. Inexpensive and so not messy. Hey, Cheryl. All right. Now I'm gonna cut in some smaller pieces for our little grass pieces, and I'm gonna start doing some grass in the lower level. And I'm gonna have that grass, ow, I just put my finger directly in that hot glue. How smart was that? That was a nice one, Amy. Thank goodness it wasn't too hot. Anytime you do that and you get hot glue on your fingers, let it dry completely before peeling it off, because if you peel it off while it is wet, it's gonna peel your skin too. All right. That'll, you know, you ever get tired at night, that'll for sure wake you up. This is why crafters do not have fingerprints anymore, because we have burnt our fingers with hot glue so many times. Now I'm going to trim this down again, and we're going to continue to add some grass around. All right, so last week was such a crazy week of traveling and decorating. I had 2 days of decorating for a wedding, and everything turned out so beautiful. It was awesome, but that was some fast traveling and designing, I'll tell you that. It's a lot of work. And so I was really, whenever I got back home from that, I was really just tuckered out, and I was like, okay. I normally don't take days off like in a row like that, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take some time out. I'm just gonna chill, which I don't have a lot of chill days, and I was like, I'm gonna take some chill time because I need it. We just gotta listen to our bodies. We gotta listen to what we need sometimes. We just can't always be on the go. I have definitely learned that about myself, and honestly, I treasure my peace so much more than staying super busy all the time. It's good to be busy and have things to do, but it's also good to have peace. So you gotta have a balance in it all. And I definitely find as I'm getting older, I wish I'd learned it when I was younger, that just because you're busy all the time does not compute to success, okay? Success is not measured by numbers. Success is not measured by how busy you are. Success is having peace when you wake up in the morning, getting to relax, getting to enjoy family, getting to have quiet times in those moments that you so desire. That's success to me. It's not how much money you make in a day or in a week. Although we can look at those kind of goals as success, overall, peace is worth so much more. So sometimes you just gotta slow down, take the time, and not be in a rush, a hustle bustle. I know sometimes it's hard if you're a designer, you're creative, and you know, you're watching everybody else do all these designs and you feel like they're always pumping them out and doing designs. Trust me, I know, because I've been somebody that's pumped out a lot of designs. I tell you what, one thing you can't get back is time. So it's good to take the time that you need and your body needs. So that's exactly what I was doing after the wedding. Okay, so we branched out with some greeneries on the side too, but we're gonna still add some more florals in here. Again, all of these I have taken from my shop. Hey, the Crafted Front Porch, hello, hello. Julie says I had Rick make me a custom He did an amazing job. Glad you have an awesome sidekick. Oh my gosh. Rick is so amazing. Jules, you have no idea. So I've asked him to make me some other things. And he'll be here in a couple weeks. He's going to come down. And, you know, I do have an awesome sidekick. He is, you know, Bo and Lacey's dad. So he is coming down in a couple weeks. And he's bringing me some more goodies. And I'm sure we'll go live and share those. And they are so amazing. So yes, it is awesome to have somebody that you can be like, hey, I want this. Can you make this? Now, again, we're doing more of a Wonderland look. So we got to get very whimsical. Have these florals all dancing about because Mr. Caterpillar is going to sit right in here. Tammy. Aw, so good to see you on here, Tammy. Joe says, I also realized my peace and time with my Lord. I'm so happy with you on that. Time to connect and peaceful in life. Absolutely. Yep, there's just nothing better than, you know, not always having to stay busy. Not always having to do. Sometimes you need some time for you and you need to take a break. And that's okay. All right, so we're gonna add some of these florals in here, just spreading out some love with these variety of colors. Again, y'all, if you have just joined, we are building up a centerpiece base that Mr. Caterpillar is gonna be sitting amongst the flowers for an Alice Wonderland kind of centerpiece. And I wanna look at this because I do have some mushrooms I thought of adding. Hey, Miss Mary. All right, so I sell these mushrooms in my shop. We have different colors, and I couldn't decide if I want to use the big mushrooms or my little baby ones, but I think I want to use the big ones, I think. But I'm going to do something that we're going to break these apart. We're not going to keep it all together. So we're just going to take them directly off of the little stump that they're on, and we're going to use them separate. This is what I do when I use them this size in a wreath as well. I just take them apart, y'all. So we're going to look at adding in some mushrooms into this design and have some other mushrooms peeking around where Mr. Caterpillar is. Now, to give some height to the mushroom, you're going to need a wooden skewer. Hey, Janie. Thanks, Tammy. You know, we're having a little Wonderland fun tonight. I've been wanting to do this design, and I thought, well, we can go live with this one. I gotta trim this down. I don't need that skewer so big. And this design is something that, again, can be easily shipped to your customer if you do not fixate your statue on the board or charger, whatever you're gonna use as your base. Do it separate. You bubble wrap it separate, and you bubble wrap this separate. So you don't have to ship with that big old statue on top of it. So I'm going to come and put some mushrooms in here. I'm just taking a look at it. And I want the mushrooms to kind of have some height. Again, we're going for an Alice in Wonderland look. And I am contemplating bringing it back. I love me some Alice, y'all. Okay, we're going to add another little mushroom. So, Jules, I can't wait to see what you had Ricky Ticky's 3D Kingdom create for you. I can't wait to see what it is. When will we get to see that? I love seeing some custom work. I'm getting a little bit of moss. I'm getting the moss from the mushrooms on me, y'all. All right, I do like the position of my mushrooms. I'm gonna go ahead and glue in those stakes. All right, now we wanna bring in some more color. Let's turn this around so we can kind of, ooh, making sure I'm not getting hot and glue on myself again. You can kind of see as we're building it out. And we're going to add in some more florals. And I wanted to use a variety because in Wonderland, that's what it is. It's a variety of florals, all kinds of florals. So I just used some that are from my shop. We're going to be using this beautiful, I love this one. It's got orange and yellow vibes and beautiful pip berries in there and the greens. So we're going to trim this down. And we're going to add some of these smaller floral picks in there. All right. Hey, Mr. Jordan, what is up? So good to see you on. Always a pleasure to see you on, sir. All right. So we're gonna add in some more onto the sides to add in some more color in here. Jules said he made me the chubby chef that I'm having a friend teach a class on painting him. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the chef was too cute. I did see that chef. I couldn't believe it. I want to see when y'all get those things painted. That chef is so amazing. And what an awesome thing to custom request him to make. That is so fun. And man, is he making some big items? He is. I just asked him to make me something really large today, y'all. I don't think anybody would ever guess what it is, though. But I will get it in a couple weeks, and I'll be sharing it with y'all. I don't think anybody would ever guess what I'm getting him to make me. It's personal. It's for my personal use. So, all right. So we're just adding in some color. Easy peasy with our stacked styrofoam. Again, we're doing all this because eventually this guy's going to sit back here and he's going to be telling a story amongst all his beautiful florals in Wonderland. How sweet. This is something that you could easily put around your home if you have a Wonderland look going on. Carolyn says your Wonderland theme was my favorite. I mean, I love the Wonderland theme. That's why, honestly, I was like, I just want to have a Wonderland room all year round. I really do. And y'all know me, I do some crazy things all year. I really do. I do a lot of changing. But I think if I had a Wonderland room all year round, I would leave it that way. And how fun would that be? All right. We're going to add in some bigger blooms. Ooh. I love the big blooms. We're going to mix because these are larger than the rest. We're going to add some of these in here. Again, these are all florals that are from my shop. Tammy says, go big or go home. Always. Always, always. All right. So we're going to come out to the side. We're just going to press this in, and we're going to have some of these, and you can give it a little bend. Yes. We're going to do one more on the opposite side, but we're going to give it different height. One a little up high, one a little low. But I hope everybody's doing great. Can y'all believe this weekend is Easter? Like it just like snuck up on us, right? But I am excited for all the summertime designs that we'll be doing. And believe it or not, y'all, in May, we start designing Halloween. So get ready. All right, next, we gotta add some red. The mushroom he's on is red. So we're gonna take some of the red ranunculus that I sell in my shop, and we're gonna use some red in here too. And I love all these little blooms. We're just gonna spread them out amongst the florals. So pretty. This is easy, but it's gonna look so great. And we're gonna come out to the side with some of them. We're just building out his, you know, his little floral space all the way around Mr. Caterpillar. And then whenever I get my Alice area complete, because I really think I need to bring an Alice area in my home, Vivian says he's making you Alice. Well, I will tell you this. He is making me an Alice, but that's not the special thing I thought y'all would not guess. But honey, yes, he is making an Alice. He's making a lot of things. So y'all, we're going to go live. Trust me. When he comes down, we're going to go live with all these new creations. And I'm such a fan. I'm such a fan of all things Alice. Okay, so we are building out the florals and see all the colors that we're bringing in. We got the hot pinks, the bigger blooms. We got the smaller bundles of ranunculus. I'm going to do a little bit towards the back side just to bring in some color from the back. But yes, you are correct, Miss Vivian. I am getting an Alice. I'm going to get quite a bit. Yep. I'm very excited about it. All right. So added some more florals to the back side. Again, y'all, if y'all missed the beginning, we use this incredible moss that you can get from Temu to cover the back. It's a stretchy moss, but I mean, this is already super cute for our Mr. Caterpillar. I'm gonna grab him and sit him in there, and I'm gonna look at our butterflies because I thought, you know what? He needs some butterflies in here. And so I'm just taking a look at, oh my gosh, this is so precious. I cannot wait to photograph this tomorrow. It is so precious, so sweet. So I have two different colors of butterflies. We could use the blue or the yellow. Honestly, I think we need to use the yellow because he is blue. So, yes, Carolyn, I will take a picture of my Jesus area tomorrow and I will share that on my page. Thank you for that reminder. Tammy, you are so sweet. Girl, my hair is a hot mess and I need to go ahead and dye it again. And then I can see the dark roots coming through, but thank you. You're very sweet. You're very sweet. I kind of was just like, you know what? I don't have earrings on. I don't have hardly any makeup on, but I'm just going to go live. I didn't care. I was like, we're just going to go live together. But this is going to be so cute. We're just going to add some little butterflies in here now. So move that again. And again, if you're watching this and you haven't designed something like this, it's a two-part. It's so easy if you're doing this for a customer, y'all. Think of all the different, for events and parties. This is a Wonderland style, but this two-part look goes with, you know, all your centerpieces that use some kind of statue that you don't want to fixate to the base. All right, so we're going to stick some butterflies up in here. I'm going to trim some of the butterflies off, and I'm going to bring this one up a little bit higher, but we're going to have this one down a little bit lower. All right, now as I do need to be gluing these in. But y'all, this will be situated in, I'm sure, the Alice area that I'm going to end up doing in my house. I just can't help myself. You know, Ricky Tickys 3D Kingdom went and made this most awesome caterpillar. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta do something with that. I want to do Alice again. The butterfly bush was also from my shop, Cheryl. I sold it in my shop. I do have butterflies in my shop, by the way. There are some butterflies in my shop. I'm going to put this down in here and add a little bit of glue. And we're going to take some of the little butterflies, and this is wire, and we're just going to wire it. I actually want one to sit up on the taller mushroom that I put in here. So this mushroom right here, I want to just poke a little butterfly up here to have it like dancing on top and it really being more prominent. And yes, so we have a little butterfly up at the very top of that mushroom. Again, mushroom styrofoam. All the goods you see me designing with are from my shop. Hey, Debbie. Debbie says, I will definitely need to watch the replay. I'm late. Well, yes, catch the replay. Sorry, I didn't make an announcement. A lot of times I say I'm going live in 20 minutes, but my week has been kind of crazy. My day has been kind of crazy, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to take this opportunity and we're going to go live now. So I didn't take time to announce it beforehand, but yes, definitely catch the replay. Cheryl, I'll have to look to see if I have some more purple. I can look. I'm going to the warehouse tomorrow. We did sell purple butterflies, and I can certainly check that out and see if I have any extras. So I'm adding my little butterflies around to be going around Mr. Caterpillar here. So sweet. Now, I do want to add a little bit more on the edges. I want it more width on the edges, so I'm going to take some more of my blue poppies, and I'm going to take them on the very edge of the design and just bring it out a little bit wider. So I'm going to come down here, and we are going to poke through the styrofoam just to bring out, so it can kind of be encompassing and going around Mr. Caterpillar here. There we go. Yep, that's how I want it. That's how I want it. Easy peasy, guys. I know we haven't even been on here that long, but we are already creating such a crazy, amazing backsplash for our Mr. Caterpillar. I love it. And this is, again, a wonderful centerpiece that you can easily ship and send to your customer or create for yourself. All right, so I added some blues around the edge. I want to add one more blue. All right. Tammy says, you're amazing. We can always watch the replay if we don't catch you live. Thank you for sharing with us. You are so sweet, Tammy. Thank you. It's an honor to share. It really is. I know in these days and times, there's so many wonderful creatives out there to watch. So many. So the time that any of you spend with me truly is, you know, appreciated. I thank you for that. I'm going to add a little bit more height to this pick. I need some more height in here. So I'm trimming down some of my wooden skewer, and I gotta fix this one. We gotta fix it a little bit. I'm gonna take a little bit of my, I don't know where my floral tape is. I do have floral tape. I would recommend floral tape, but if you can't find that, get your pipe cleaner and wrap around to add a stem to give some more height in here. And you can even throw a little moss over this when you're done so you don't even see any of this. So I wanted to bring in some height, and I want it to come in right in here. Now I'm going to press that skewer into the styrofoam, just like that, just to get that blue exactly where I wanted it. Add some glue in there. You want to cover up the pipe cleaner that we just added. Cut you a little bit of that moss off, put a little glue, add your moss over it so it looks more natural. You're not seeing a stem or pipe cleaner in there. And I'm gonna go ahead and tuck this in with my scissors instead of my fingers. All right, we're gonna tuck some moss around. Work it in there. Because moss will look a lot more natural than seeing a wooden skewer or pipe cleaner. All right, so now we got some more height going around. So let's pick this up and take a look at the beautiful surround we have made for Mr. Caterpillar. Oh, Joe, watching from the Bahamas. Well, that sounds amazing at the Bahamas. Yeah, I love going and visiting, going on a cruise ship and going over there to the Bahamas. I've been there before. That's awesome. I hope you're having an amazing time. I don't know if you live there or you're visiting, but that is so awesome. And thanks for watching me. I mean, you're in the Bahamas and you're watching me. What? Girl. All right. So I think this is pretty awesome. I don't want to keep adding and doing so much. I did bring, where did I put them at? I did bring some ladybugs. I don't even know what I did with the ladybugs. I had brought some ladybugs, and that is an option. You could add ladybugs, you could add little mushrooms in here, completely up to you. But since this is going to be created in my home as a display piece, I'm not going to add a whole lot more yet until I get it in the place that I want it. So we're going to give this a little rest, and then we're going to look at this together. Let me go ahead and put Mr. Caterpillar in place. Then I'm going to take the phone off of the stand and show you what it looks like on the table. Again, we're building that surround to go around him. He's so amazing. You guys may have caught me sharing him in the last live that we did. I'm going to go ahead and place him on to the base, and we're going to take the camera off. Move this over a little bit. Y'all got to excuse my messy design room, but oh my God, it's so cute. It is so cute, and it's precious. It's not too much. It's just the right amount of florals going around him. So y'all excuse the mess and all the things in the background, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull you off and we can take a look at how he looks on the stand. All right, let's see. I'm gonna have to flip this around. All right, so here we go. Again, we're in my design room. But y'all look, so he is on top of the charger. This is a wooden plank charger. You could use any type of wood. And we've made this beautiful surround where he sits so easily. Now, he is on a mushroom. He was made by Ricky Tickys 3D Kingdom. And he just looks so precious. We didn't go too big. We went just right with the size of the centerpiece. And look at those bright florals. He really looks like he came out of Wonderland with those colors. I like the big blooms. We've got the little mushrooms and butterflies, all the variety of colors, even the clusters of flowers. just bring into the charm of all the florals in Wonderland and the little bundles of ranunculus. How easy was this? We haven't even been live very long, guys, but this is so cute. Tomorrow I will take it out and outside and get my pictures and share all of that. But I hope that this inspires you. You know, maybe you're not real big on centerpieces. Maybe you make a bunch of wreaths. This is just something that you could do and easy peasy. So don't be scared of these larger pieces. Okay, this larger piece was made as a separate place that your customer can use it on its own. Your customer can use it in this base. How easy it is, how easy this will be to ship in 2 different pieces if you're going to ship this to your customer or create for your own home. It gives you options on how you want to use it throughout the years. Lori, thank you so much. Thank you, Cheryl. Y'all are so sweet, and I appreciate y'all. Now, I'm going to add a little bit more moss up in here on this inside. But again, this piece is staying with me. But it is pretty phenomenal. But I mean, I love it. I love how all the greenery blossomed out around. We're going to slide him back in here. And I cannot wait till y'all see the other Wonderland characters that will be arriving to Ba Bam. Thank you, Shelly. You're so sweet. Thank you. Carlin says this is awesome. Well, I appreciate it. And y'all just have fun. How great would this be for a birthday party, a Wonderland party, for a baby shower, for your home all the time like an adventure? I'm going to be keeping this Alice up. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have an all year round Alice area. You know, she is my favorite. So I think I need to do this. And now I can do something awesome because Ricky Tickys 3D Kingdom is designing these wonderful pieces. I mean, he sent me this and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to do something really cool with this. And I think this just is pretty fun. Hey, Andrew, happy Easter to you too. Andrew says, I'm cooking a huge meal. Well, good for you. I'm going to say this. I'm not cooking. My husband's cooking. I'm going to go and pick up some desserts for Easter, but my husband is doing the cooking. My husband is doing the cooking. Sorry, guys, I'm putting y'all back on this mount. So my husband is the cook in this family. He's the chef, and I thank God for that. So I'm just going to go pick up some desserts. But we are having my parents over, my sister, my mother-in-law. We're having Easter over here this Sunday. But Lori says Rick is rocking and rolling his 3D pieces. Ooh, Lori, he is. And what you created with that lamb and that egg. Oh my gosh, girl, that was just pure genius and brilliant and so beautiful. I loved seeing that. I literally saw your swag that you made, Lori, and I was like, where did she get that? It didn't even dawn on me because you gold leafed it. That was so smart. So smart. All these wonderful creatives on. I'm really honored y'all came on to see me tonight. Thanks, guys. And see a little bit of Wonderland in the making. I'm going to move this back over here. But yes, this is such an easy peasy kind of design that you can do, that you can create as a centerpiece. It's going to make a show-stopping centerpiece. It is. It's pretty phenomenal, and you can keep it as 2 pieces. Well, Lori says, I just ordered another bell. Oh my gosh. Yes, and your Liberty Bell. Okay, so I still have got to make mine. I'm probably going to be working on that this weekend. That design was amazing. Lori, you are just rocking it. You're rocking it, Miss Lori. And Jules, I can't wait for you to share how y'all paint those chefs. I want to see that. But thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. It surely has been a treasure to have you on here. Again, sorry I haven't been live so much here lately. Really was taking a breather and a little break, a rest from all the busyness that has been happening around here. And guys, we got to refresh ourselves, and I encourage everybody to do that as needed. If your work and what you do starts to feel like you're on some kind of rat race or a hamster wheel that just keeps going and going, you might need to get off of it for a little bit and reevaluate. And so have some peace in your life, and that's what I'm doing. So I will be going live. I'll be doing it sporadically and inviting peace a lot more into my life because it's so important to me. I want to have more time with my parents and family And I encourage you all to do the same. But I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. You may be seeing me this weekend. We'll see. But I hope y'all enjoyed tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining. And be sure and check out Ricky Ticky's 3D Kingdom for these amazing pieces and so much more. And guys, when he gets here in a couple weeks, y'all just wait till you see what he's bringing me. Off the charts. All right, y'all have a good night too. Love you, and I'll see y'all again soon. Bye, everybody.